Hello everyone and welcome to Changeling Gaming. Today I'll be teaching you how to play The Hive. The Hive is a level 1 play-to-learn game for 2 players that takes on average 10 to 20 minutes to play. In The Hive, we control a collection of various insects, all working together in service of our Queen Bee, the master of our hive, against her rival Queen Bee. We must surround our foe's leader to vanquish her and claim victory in our conflict. Setup. One player takes all the white pieces, and another player takes all the black pieces. These form the 2 teams that will compete. Each player has a single queen bee, 3 army ants, 3 grasshoppers, 2 spiders, 2 beetles, a single ladybug, and a single mosquito. The first player chooses one of their pieces to put in the middle of the table. Then, the next player will put one of their pieces on the table, with one of its edges flush with an edge from the piece already on the table. This is how all new pieces will enter and move about the collective hive, with at least one side fully touching the others. How to play. Now that each player has a piece on the board, they must place all future pieces adjacent to only pieces of their color. Within the first 4 moves, a player must place their queen bee piece on the board. The game ends when this queen bee piece is fully surrounded and cannot move. Whoever's queen gets surrounded loses, and the other player is the winner. Once the queen bee is placed, on their turn, that player can now either move one of their pieces around the board based on each creature's unique movement pattern, or place another piece on the board adjacent to only pieces of their same color. The piece's unique movement rules are: the queen bee can move around other pieces 1 space, though she must be able to slide to do so. If sliding the queen out of her current space would disrupt another piece, then she cannot move. The army ant can move as far as it wants around the outside of the hive, though only so long as it can slide in and out of its starting and ending positions without disrupting another piece. The grasshopper can jump over any number of other pieces that are in a straight line from its current position, landing on the other side. The spider moves around the outside of the hive, though they must move exactly 3 spaces every time, moving their piece 3 times so that it connects with different sides of the other insects in the hive, and without using the same spot twice. The beetle can move 1 space at a time around the outside or on top of the other creatures in the hive. Since it can only move 1 space, if it ends its turn on top of another piece, then that piece cannot move as long as the beetle is on top of it. The ladybug moves exactly 2 spaces over other pieces on the board and then drops into a 3rd space. The mosquito borrows its movement from any of the pieces it is adjacent to when it starts its move, regardless of color. If this is the beetle, it continues as a beetle until it is on the same level as the other insects. There is one further limitation to a piece's movement. That movement cannot break the hive into multiple groupings. The entire hive must stay together as one joined unit. Therefore, no piece can move that is the only piece joining 2 or more groups of the hive together. This includes moves that would break the hive and then relink it. If a player cannot move or place a piece, then play returns to their opponent until they can both make moves again. Play continues through adding new recruits to the hive and moving them around until one side has achieved victory, and the other side's queen bee has been entirely surrounded. So go forth and marshal your tiny forces, guiding them into battle against your rival until only one queen remains to dominate the entire hive and become the true monarch. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to post them in the comments below, or take a look to see if someone else has already answered it down there, and be sure to thank them if they have. If you want to learn more about what our ranking system means, check out this video here. And if you want to learn how to play more games, check out our playlist here. And remember, keep changing, keep gaming, have fun.